Here we are in the season of gratitude, and as is our tradition, Mark Bergman sent me a text message reminding me that I'm supposed to send you all home, if you want one, with one of the handy paint pails. So as you walk out the door, you know, I don't want to cause a stampede, but they're kind of first come, first serve, right? I've got one up here I'm willing to give away if you want to come and talk to me afterwards, right? Here we are at the 56th Good Leadership Breakfast. Jim Voss and I were talking about, it was 4 years ago that we asked the question, should we keep doing this? It takes a lot of work and an army of people on really early in the morning, 8 times a year on a Friday. And in order to do this right and to broadcast it over the internet and to attract high quality speakers, it requires funding. And probably this morning the most obvious thing to say is thank you to our sponsors, for Cargill for taking the leadership, and for everyone else who fell in line. There are many of you in the room whose names are not up here, who've supported what we're doing, and we're going to continue to ask you to do that in 2017. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's also rewarding to look back and realize we put up a slate of 8 speakers, 7 of which who are women. And as we're looking forward to 2017, we're going to put a little twist on it again because we need to keep it fresh. Whereas we've been organizing around the 4 cornerstones of goodness for the last 3 years, we're going to move and focus around the 7 F's next year. So there'll be 8 meetings, the first one of which will be our speaker, Richard Leider. Richard, I think, is probably the most famous of the people who have come to the Good Leadership Breakfast. I have a mentoring relationship with him. I want to be him when I grow up. And I told him so, and I asked him if he would help me, and he said yes. And he said, when do I get to come and speak at the Good Leadership Breakfast? So February, he's going to put his perspective on living with purpose and how the 7 F's fit into that. And then after that, we're going to launch into each F, faith, family, finances. You can see who the speakers are here. And we're really excited to put that twist on it, to maybe set aside some of the exercises you've done before and introduce a couple of new ones. So we look forward to seeing you in February for that. And I also want to call our attention back to what is the theme for this meeting. If we're following the cornerstones of goodness, we started in August with rewarding excellence, and we worked our way through to spreading positivity. And some of you have seen this before, but I love doing this exercise. Because when you look underneath most organizations, what you see isn't all that attractive. This is not that attractive. But when you do this, it changes. You see, we can have a pretty good existence with excellence, generosity, and fairness. But it's the positivity that makes the difference. Who do you want to follow, this or this? This is why we invest the time, energy that we invest. It's why we recruit people to come and be speakers for you. It's why we save Jody Harpstead for last. We learn about breakthrough ideas and breakthrough thinking, and our method here is to set that breakthrough thinking, that aspirational thinking alive in you. Because here we head into Thanksgiving, into the Christmas season, and into a new year, and we're not going to see you until February. I want to remind you now, as we leave this here for you to look at admirably, I'm going to repeat what Jody said earlier. We have this thing that we call the Goodness Pledge, and we did it for you. If you haven't signed the Goodness Pledge yet, you're going to get the opportunity because it's going to come to you by email. What we're asking you is to say yes to this. The world needs me to be a good leader who radiates goodness today. I choose to be happy because what we concentrate on grows. I will blend the 7 F's into my work so I can live with less stress and lead with less fear. I will role model rewarding excellence, living generously, promoting fairness, and spreading positivity. And I promise to build on the goodness in others so we can all thrive. If you haven't signed the Goodness Pledge yet, please do so. And then forward the email on to a friend. Because we send you these reminders to help you stay positive. Whoops. So are you ready to radiate goodness today? Yeah. Carpe diem. Have a wonderful holiday season. See you in February.